Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation. Our topic is, in a world defined by disruption, trust is the most powerful tool a leader can wield. We'll explore why leadership trust is so critical, especially when times are changing fast. Over the next few slides, we'll look at how trust influences leadership success and what you can do to strengthen it. Let's get started. Without trust, employees start to question leadership's true intentions. They might doubt their own capabilities, and ultimately, they lose confidence in the path ahead. This kind of doubt is incredibly dangerous because it can undermine the entire organization. Trust, on the other hand, acts as the stable bedrock. It's what allows teams to adapt quickly when things change, to innovate boldly without fear, and to thrive even under pressure. Essentially, trust is the foundation that holds everything together. Looking ahead to 2026, organizations will face relentless ambiguity, constant shifts in markets, technological upheaval, and so much more. The pace of change isn't slowing down, it's accelerating. And that's why building and maintaining trust has become more critical than ever. Because in a world of continuous disruption, trust is what enables us to navigate uncertainty and emerge stronger. The accelerating pace of change demands trust, because without it, we're left vulnerable and unprepared. Trust is not just a feel-good concept, it's actually measurable and manageable. It's a direct driver of business outcomes, meaning that when trust is high or low, it impacts how well organizations perform. On this slide, I want to highlight the bottom line. Trust makes a real difference. When trust is low, we often see cynicism, resistance to change, and a lot of organizational drag. These elements slow down progress and hinder growth. Conversely, high trust leads to faster decisions, greater agility, and stronger employee retention because people feel more engaged and committed. High-trust organizations tend to outperform their peers because they benefit from stronger loyalty, deeper collaboration, and more open knowledge sharing. On the other hand, distrust breeds suspicion, cynicism, and even quiet sabotage, all of which can be deadly to any change initiative we're trying to implement. As Stephen Covey famously said, trust speeds up communication, decision-making, and productivity. So, trust isn't soft or superficial, it's a hard-edged economic driver. It directly influences the bottom line and the overall health of the organization. Every great transformation, whether it's in an organization or personally, needs a bridge to cross from where we are to where we want to be. And what's the material that this bridge is built from? Trust. Trust is the foundation that supports us through change. Without trust, the path becomes unstable and difficult to navigate. But when trust is present, it creates a solid and secure pathway, making even the most challenging transitions feel more manageable. This slide emphasizes that trust isn't just a nice-to-have. It's essential for guiding us through change successfully. It connects directly to our overall theme, that effective leadership and change rely heavily on the strength of our relationships and confidence in one another. So remember, building trust is like constructing that sturdy bridge. It's what allows us to move forward confidently and embrace transformation. Open, honest communication is really the foundation for reducing fear and resistance during any change. When people understand the why behind what we're doing, they're far more willing to embrace the journey. Transparency from leaders plays a crucial role here. It's important that leaders first show trust in their employees. When leaders are consistent, meaning their actions match their words and they behave predictably, this consistency builds trust. It's not about grand gestures. It's about steady, reliable behavior that inspires confidence over time. Trustworthy leaders also do what's right, even when it's difficult. They keep their promises and ensure their actions align with their words every single day. Ultimately, leadership trust is built on these core principles: integrity, consistency, and transparency. When these elements are in place, they create a strong foundation for effective leadership and successful change. As trust within the organization increased, we saw that employees were much quicker and more willing to accept the new strategic vision. This smoother change adoption really highlights how foundational trust is during times of transition. Instead of relying solely on cash bonuses, leaders engaged in meaningful conversations with their teams, which helped build deeper loyalty and a stronger connection. It's about replacing simple transactions with genuine connection. Leaders also made an effort to tune into individual needs, whether it's flexibility, career growth, or recognition, because when people feel heard, trust naturally grows. Interestingly, this approach led to significant cost savings since we didn't have to spend as much on monetary incentives. And more importantly, we saw a measurable improvement in employee trust metrics, with the trust score going up. This case study demonstrates that a leading organization replaced costly monetary incentives with meaningful, trust-centered conversations, and the results were truly remarkable. It's a powerful reminder that trust is a critical driver for successful change and organizational resilience. Effective change leadership really hinges on mastering both of these dimensions. On one hand, we need structural clarity, making sure everyone understands the goals and the path forward. But if we focus only on that without human empathy, it can create friction, resistance, and disconnect. On the other hand, showing empathy without providing clear direction can lead to confusion, leaving people feeling uncertain about what's next. The most resilient leaders, the ones who navigate change most successfully, are those who hold both of these elements simultaneously. They provide a clear, structured vision while also fostering trust and understanding through genuine empathy. This dual approach is essential because trust plays a dual role in change. It's not just about being honest and open. It's about creating a safe space where people feel understood and supported while also guiding them toward a shared goal. When leaders balance these two aspects, they build stronger, more adaptable teams that can weather any change. So, as we continue, remember that effective change leadership is about integrating clarity with empathy, because that's what truly sustains resilient, high-performing teams over time. Proactive, consistent trust building before crises even emerge is absolutely essential. It's a non-negotiable leadership discipline that we all need to prioritize. When we talk about trust, the key point here is prevention. Building trust early on helps prevent bigger issues down the line. It's also important to recognize that trust takes a lot longer to rebuild once it's broken than it does to establish from the start. In fact, it can take 3 times longer to repair damage than to create trust initially. This is a crucial insight because it highlights how costly and time-consuming it can be to regain trust once it's lost. And the statistics back this up. Over 60% of employees believe that their business leaders actively mislead their teams. That's a significant trust gap that can be very challenging to bridge. So the overall message here is clear. Investing in trust early on, through consistent and transparent leadership, is far more effective than trying to fix problems after trust has been broken. Rebuilding trust is hard, costly, and takes more time, so prevention truly is the best strategy. All right, as we look at slide 9, I want to emphasize the importance of supporting your people and taking responsibility when things go wrong. Owning accountability is crucial. It means following through on your commitments every single time, without exception. When you say you'll do something, make sure you follow through, consistently. Sharing information proactively is also key. By communicating openly, you help reduce anxiety and uncertainty among your team. People want to feel informed and included, especially during times of change. Encouraging honest conversations, even when they're difficult, builds a culture of candor. When people feel safe to speak openly, trust naturally grows. And trust doesn't happen overnight, it's built from day one. Starting early means establishing that trust from the very beginning, so it can strengthen over time, rather than waiting for a crisis to push you into action. Remember, these 5 actions are about creating a foundation of trust before and during change, which is essential for effective leadership and successful transformation. So let's talk about your call to action here. It's all about making a commitment today to build trust. Why? Because when you do that, you gain the credibility and connection you need to lead change effectively tomorrow. Leaders who invest in trust don't just prepare for change, they become change-capable organizations. Building trust isn't just a nice-to-have, it actually builds the future. It speeds up collaboration, sparks innovation, and strengthens resilience. That's what you need to navigate disruption successfully. Trust also fuels performance. It gives your team the courage to embrace ambiguity and take risks, which are essential for growth. When people trust their leaders and each other, they're more willing to step into the unknown and push boundaries. And finally, trust empowers teams. It's the key to navigating change with confidence. When trust is at the core, your teams can adapt more quickly and work together more effectively. So remember, leadership trust isn't just a soft skill. It's a crucial foundation for leading through change with confidence and creating a resilient, innovative organization.